Hey guys, JP Fluellen here with the Titan Real Estate team, and today we are going to talk about the dreaded insurance. Essentially, what we have is you have the regular insurance, which is the insurance that you're going to get when you shop around for normal homeowners insurance, where you're getting a regular policy for, you being the resident in the property. And there are multiple different ways of getting better deals, which essentially is just who you're shopping around with. So you can look at, there's different companies out there. There's the Farmers, the Allstates. There's also brokers that also broker with multiple different insurance companies. And then also there are different kinds of insurance. Like you can get residential insurance through companies that do primarily like farm and ranch type properties. They can also give you, possibly better rates. So you just really need to shop around. And then there is also a landlord insurance, where it's a landlord policy, where in some cases it can be a little bit cheaper if you're doing a landlord policy, because then the tenant is then covering the contents. And usually contents insurance is like a fraction of the price, so that tenant is going to get that contents insurance to cover all of their personal items. Maybe they have, diamonds or jewels or guns or whatever they might have that they want to have covered in case of a fire or earthquake, or depending on where you're at in the country. We don't have earthquakes in Wyoming, knock on wood. But then there's also what's called forced placed insurance. And forced placed insurance is essentially if you haven't provided your mortgage company a copy of the declaration sheet I believe it's every year, you have to provide a copy of your insurance. And usually your insurance companies will do this for you automatically. And depending on what type of loan you have, that premium is rolled into your payment, so you're not even seeing what's going on behind the scenes. But if you have a situation where the escrow amount hasn't covered the premium, then if your insurance company hasn't responded to the mortgage company, they're going to say, hey, we don't have proof of your insurance, and so then we're going to put our own insurance on your property. And then what'll happen is that the company that you did have that was doing your insurance will then basically cancel your premium, because they're not getting payments again from the insurance, from your mortgage company. So you're got to be careful. You got to check your files, check your emails, check your mail, and see if you've gotten any of these notices. Because a lot of times, they send out multiple notices before. They'll even try to call you and let you know, like, hey, this is coming up the pike. You need to figure out what you're going to do for your insurance. So you don't want to be stuck with forced placed insurance, because usually it's about double what you're paying through a regular insurance provider. So you got to be careful on what's going on, and just making sure that you're not doing something that is not favorable for you, your family, and your finances. So be careful with that. Forced placed insurance is also not recognizable sometimes with other insurance companies. So they're going to look at it as a gap between your insurance that you had versus the insurance that you're going to get. So you got to be careful if that is not favorable for you. And so make sure you check your statements, check your emails, check your text messages, because they've probably gotten a hold of you. And nobody wants forced placed insurance. And more than likely, it's not good enough if you were to have a catastrophe. It's just going to cover basically what you owe on the property. So you might be stuck with having basically, a hole in the ground if your house were ever to have a catastrophe and not have enough insurance. So that forced placed insurance is no good. So if you have more questions on that, feel free to give me a call, give me a shout out, make a comment, suggestion. If you like this content, we're always open to doing more and more and more, because it's not about us, it's all about you. Catch you on the next one.